Oh, the things that I was trying to tell you, Mistress Danielle. Now, first of all, when you come across with this intimidating jest, that that will cause people to forget things. I'm sorry, but if I was expecting you at noon. I suppose I should have had all this stuff written down. I've never seen such an assertive caseworker before. So, boy, my bad. Um, for one, the stuff in the yard was negotiable. Last I spoke to the manager. That's why I cleaned the yard for brownie points. And since there have been several break-ins since we agreed on negotiating what I can and can't keep in the yard, the more he ignored the break-ins, and there's still a huge hole. Anybody can let them. He goes and gets barbed wire put around the perimeter, but did nothing about the hole that enables anybody to stick their hand in to let themselves in. One time, a man came to the fence, good-looking guy. I recognized his face, so I just wanted to, double check which. I said, "Who you here to visit?" And all I wanted was to hear was a name or an apartment number. Just to, I just wanted to, double check before I go open the door for somebody. And as he said, "Oh, screw this," and he sticks his hand through that gate. I freaked and started screaming, but calling the police, I don't even bother anymore. I know they're not going to come. That's something like we would have to go down to the police station together and be like, "What the hell is this?" Because the only time they come is if somebody calls from another building complaining about noise. But we're on our own. That sounds pretty shady. Something we need to get to the bottom of. Now, the sprinkler system, um, I didn't give it much thought because you come in, you see all the brand new refrigerator, brand new washing machine, brand new dishwasher, newly renovated ceilings, newly renovated walls, spacious closets, the shower, the shower head. It's got one of those rainforest shower heads. So the state of the art smoke detector, which, by the way, I had to pull. They can take it out of my deposit because the deposit does not come from Hackler. It came from the People's Concern. My caseworker said, if I move out, I get to keep the deposit. So the mistake on the wall, the smoke detector, they can take it out of my deposit. Pet deposit, $4,000 security, first and last security deposit. That covers everything, even if I drove a motorcycle through a wall. $4,000 should still cover all that. Plus, my pets are registered, which might mean there's a pet deposit too. I know they're registered, so I would assume I could be wrong, but they're registered with the building. Um, but these break-ins, because after they changed the gate code, and I asked them not to, I said, "Look, I may have a separate entrance, but what I do when I get home late at night, I open up the gate with the code. Once I get behind the locked gate, then I fish for my keys. I get my keys ready, and then I go across the courtyard and I come out the other end so that nobody even knows where I live. And if you change it to a key, that's going to slow me down. I still do the same routine, but it takes longer now with the key. And when there was a gate code and the whole neighborhood knew the gate code, they weren't putting holes in the gate. I don't know why he bothered with the barbed wire, because it looks good. But why isn't he fixing the hole in the gate? Did he pay the vagrants to come here? I'm from New York. I've seen weirder. Um, I took a picture of the hole, and yeah, he patched up half the hole, left the bigger half. He patched up the hole that is not right next to the doorknob, and did not patch up the hole that is right next to the doorknob. So yeah, when that guy stuck his hand through, I freaked out, screamed. I was like, and he's like, "Well, you're interrogating me." I was like, "Look, you're a good-looking guy. Maybe I just wanted to say hello to you." But to overstep boundaries like that is unexcusable, and I will not tolerate it. I had to play tough, because the cops are never going to. I was tempted to say I was calling from a different building, and then they would have came. But with my phone being deactivated and all, that's another thing. Um, I had internet I was sharing from a neighbor, and that got cut off. I think he's gone for the weekend or something. So I'm not going to be able to communicate. Like, I might get your message hours later. But so there's that. And yeah, the sprinkler system I never gave much thought to until you pointed at fire hazards. And so so what you're saying is, I mean, I could be wrong, but it sounds like what you're saying is, and I checked the paperwork that was sent to me that starts with, let's see, I'll open it up right now. Our records indicate that you are the owner of the property located at 7006 West Lanewood Avenue. That's what it opens up with. Now, the reason why he's getting on our asses like this, it must be because he failed inspection, despite my cleaning the yard. But he would have failed inspection even more if I didn't. He was given money to hire a security guard. He didn't do it. I think a lot of money that's given to him by the because this building's owned by a corporation that he's supposed to spend on fixing things. He's not. There's some serious shady business. And yes, there's drug traffic. That's the other neighbors, not me. Do I let people smoke? Some things I prefer be smoked out the window more so than others. I allow cigarettes. I allow pot. If they want to smoke something else, I ask that they go in the doorway, at least crack the door open. I don't want to be on page 6, but I don't want that smell in my house. So, not that that's anybody's business. Seriously. As long as I don't have people coming in and leaving 2 minutes later. I used to be married to a drug dealer who was also an artist. And we had very upscale clientele, which includes somebody I nicknamed the out-of-work Prince of Germany. Because he got dividends. He got money for being a royal descendant, even though the monarchy was dead. So I nicknamed him the out-of-work Prince of Germany. Anyhow, to try to remember everything all on one audio record, I'm going to try to pause this. Okay, it's already 8 minutes. If there's anything I left out, I'll make you another one, but please pay attention to what I'm telling you, because there's a lot of fucked up shit going on here, a lot of shady business that is not of the tenants. But since everybody here is basically a glorified vagrant who's lucky enough to get a voucher, what if they intend on putting a match to this building and burning us all in it? That part.